Hey everybody, this is Joe with Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another fun-filled, exciting video today. Today's video, I need to address a post that I made the other day on my Joe's Premium Firewood Videos 2 channel, and I also posted on my Facebook group, Firewood Sellers. What it is I got a message from a guy on a Tuesday when my brother and I were coming back from our second delivery. It was to my Facebook page, a direct message, and the message basically said that the guy had a 25-inch, 27-inch diameter oak tree down in his yard, and he was wondering if I would come and give him a truckload of dry firewood and then remove it. So I immediately assumed, since he didn't send any pictures, that it was a full tree just laying on the ground. Maybe the tree service did cut off the branches, but I wasn't sure. So I have to naturally assume the worst. So my reply to him was, sounds like it's something you would have to pay me to remove. And that wasn't anything mean, not saying, oh, you're dumb, I don't do that, blah, blah. I wasn't mean, just said it sounds like it. Explain to me more, basically. And then he replies to me saying, oh, I give you a tree that you can sell for $500. That's crazy. That's not a fair deal at all. Well, maybe apparently it was cut. He said he was going to split it. So maybe the tree service bucked it up for him. I don't know. Maybe he should have let me know that. And, but everybody knows how tree services cut the firewood. It's either this long or this long. We've asked tree services to cut it 16 inches, and it all comes out 18 to 24 no matter what. I mean, unless you pay them extra, I don't know. I'm sure you got to pay them anyway to buck it up for you. And if you were going to have the tree service remove it, it'd probably be like $500. Like, at the top of my head, I was thinking the tree was laying down whole, and that we would have to go over there and cut it up and then load it into the truck. A 27-inch diameter piece is like this. It's a couple 100 pounds, so we'd probably have to cut it in half at least just to load it. I'd have to pay my brother to go over there and do that. He's not a volunteer. I'm not a volunteer. We do not work for free. When you guys go to your job, do you work for free? Do you say, here, I'll just go ahead, my time's not worth anything? And then on top of the fact, it's greenwood, and my capacity for doing the customer's job is at maximum right now. You can see I'm doing their job right there. You know, the guy doesn't realize that, I'd have to bring it back here, split it, because only 5% of my customers actually do their job and order wood early and let it dry. So, I watched a video the other day on Chris in the wood yard, and he's out there digging up snow to get to the wood to load. It is like such hard work. And like, to make the $500 after I pay my brother and do all that, I'm not making squat. Like I say, I don't work for free. I'm not a volunteer. And so I messaged him back and said, well, apparently you don't know the hard work involved in to produce firewood. And basically that was it. I don't think I was that rude. And then he comes back and says, oh, I'm telling all my friends not to buy firewood from you. That's fine. Can't keep up with the customers I have. And like I say, I do not want green wood. I don't care if it is oak. If I want a green oak tree, we got plenty in our woods right here that I can go cut down right now and cut up and don't have to leave the house or clean up the brush, So if I went over to his house and let's say it was bucked up, pieces are probably frozen to the ground. And it just to me, it wasn't worth it. I mean, maybe I would do it just for the wood, maybe, but I'd have to see it and see the situation. And I'll tell you a story that happened probably 3 or 4 years ago, maybe longer, 5 years ago. One of my tree service guys, he had this lady call me. He cut a tree down for her on Pine Lake, which is like 5 miles away. He cut it down, and he bucked it up, and he actually bucked it like 14, 16 inches, just the way I like it. Pieces were this big around. So the lady called me and was thinking I would just remove it for the wood. And normally I would, but when I got to her house, the wood was in their backyard. We couldn't get my truck next to it, and it was on a hillside. So we had to take the quad and trailer over there, and my Husky splitter, the old 22 ton that I had, and quarter it and take it up to the house, or take it to the backyard, load up the pieces. It took my brother and I 5 hours to do it, to haul the loads back here, to go over there, cut it up, haul the equipment over there, haul it back. I paid him $100, and we ended up charging her $200 to remove it, and it was like 1.5 truckloads or something, but it took 5 hours of time. It's just not worth it to do that just for the wood. And like I said, my brother, he's not going to volunteer his time. So now maybe if he said it was ash and it was nice and straight and cent pieces or stuff that was ready to burn, but I'm not doing that for greenwood. Like I say, until I get all my customers educated to, or not all, let's say maybe 80%, more than half, if I can get them to start ordering early, so I don't have to dig it out in the snow like Chris does in the wood yard, and let them have have a couple spots where they have one drying and one they're burning off of, instead of me having, people say, oh, it's your job to do it. But to have 500 face cord here, we would have to cut all our trees down and have 1,000 face cords there, where 500 were dry and 500 were drying. We're just not set up for that. Like I say, Chris at the woodyard, he's way ahead of me in advance. I don't want to get that serious. I'm trying to approach this in a different way by having the customers do the drying. And I'm just not interested in green wood. The riffraff keep bringing me in. I turned them away the other day, or I said, I'm going to pay a discount. Yes, I charge full price for green wood, but that ensures the customer that they have nice dry wood in a year or so when they want to burn it, or they have to take what we can get, whatever we can find. Ash that's laying on the ground, reason to split, yeah, it needs some time to sit, but if you're gonna just order it throughout the year and expect it to be dry, it's just not feasible. It's not gonna happen. So I just want to vent on that and let you guys know this is your Friday video. I appreciate everybody that makes it to the end. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys, and check out that post. So we'll see you guys at the next one.